What's up, fight fans? Mainman Mademan here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Rolando Romero improves his record to 14-0, 12 knockouts, stopping Anthony Yigit in the 7th round. I mean, giving it to Anthony Yigit, man, in a rough and tough type of way, man. You know, Rolly Romero went in there and did typical Rolly Romero. He went in there tonight and he did exactly what everybody expected for him to do, to have bad footwork, load up on all of his punches, punch himself out of position, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, including a lot of dirty fighting tonight. But however, what Rolly was able to do was impose himself on Anthony Yigit. At the end of the day, Anthony Yigit, though he was a last-minute step-in, and he had minor successes early on in the fight, though most of this fight was all Rolly Romero. The thing is that Yigit didn't even have no power like that, man. Yigit couldn't stand up to Rolly's punches. Yigit only has like 8 knockouts and like 20-something fights. Yigit wasn't made to go in there to stop Rolly Romero. And when Rolly was going to come forward and make it a tough and rough fight, that wasn't the fight I think favored Yigit in this fight. He should have tried to get back on his boxing ability, and that would have favored him more. He was a southpaw. I thought that his left hook was landing at points throughout the early portions of the fight, and he would have had better success as a boxer. But pretty much Rolly Romero wouldn't quit. Rolly was even willing to get hit coming forward, which he did get hit a few times. And I thought the 3rd round was probably Yigit's best round. But pretty much every round outside of that was all Rolando Romero. Now, the 5th round, I believe, that was the round that got real interesting, because Rolly was fighting real dirty in this fight. Slim, he was literally holding Yigit's arm while hitting him with his own with his punches, holding Yigit's arm and then hitting Yigit with his punches with his free hand. He was pushing off a lot with his forearm, using his forearm to kind of, whenever they would kind of break, using his forearm to keep push Yigit back. Even on the knockdowns that he got in this fight, if you go back and watch, he even pushed Yigit down, kind of guided him down with forearms in 2 knockdowns, the 2 knockdowns that he had in the 7th round. He fought a lot of dirt. He was real dirty in this fight and just looked very undisciplined, unfundamentally sound, just a villain. You know what I'm saying? That's Rolando Romero, man. He looked real, like just fought real dirty, had to get the job done. I thought that, like I said before, early on, Yigit was having real points of success. Some boxing fans may even give Yigit somewhere between 2. I don't know if you want to go as far as say 3 rounds early on, but I'd say some boxing fans may give him as far as 2 rounds. I definitely gave him 1 early on. Now, he could have probably pulled out the 5th if he wouldn't have got knocked down. That's what things got interesting in the fight. Rolando Romero got a point deducted away from him by the referee in the 5th round for the dirty fighting. And right as the 5th round was closing, Rolando Romero landed a devastating shot towards the end of the 5th round. It was looking like a left hook, and it put down Anthony Yigit. And though Yigit could have walked away with that round in the bank, he didn't, because pretty much Rolando Romero put him down. Rolando was just coming forward, like I said, hard shots, and it looked like he kind of hurt Yigit prior to the knockdown. So that through the dirty fighting on the inside, on a lot of the inside fighting, Rolando was doing a lot of dirty shit. Rolly was doing a lot of dirty stuff. And I think that had an effect on Yigit even prior to the knockdown. But he knocked him down at the end of the 5th. After that, Yigit pretty much couldn't get his footing under him for the remainder of the fight. Yigit was in survival mode, just running around the ring, just trying to stand up, and just prompted, Rolando Romero to come forward with hard shots, hard right hands, not really worrying about anything Yigit had to throw back at that point, and just putting it on him pretty much all of the 6th round until we got to the 7th round, where he knocked down Yigit 2 times. You know what I'm saying? The first one due to a major left hook that dropped Yigit throughout a series of punches, and the second one, just the same thing, pretty much jumping on Yigit, and Yigit was in survival mode, couldn't stand up to Rolly's punches at that point in the fight. It was over. He retained his title. The audience booed him. He got booed tonight. That's something to kind of note. Hey, man, he got to embrace the villain role. You know what I'm saying? He's a villain. That's the best role for Rolando Romero. He's still in position right now, as far as in the rankings and the sanctioning body. He holds the WBA interim title at 135. And the champion right there is Gervinta Tank Davis. He fights on the same side. You know, he fights as far as politically. You know, he's down with Floyd Mayweather. So is Tank. Floyd said, you know, in his last statements to the public about Tank, whoever Tank's opponent's going to be is going to have to come on over, or it's going to have to be somebody in-house. So Rolando Romero just makes sense. I mean, I think Tank Davis stylistically does something terrible to Rolando Romero. Rolando Romero is wide open for counter shots, and he's always off balance. He loads up a lot on a lot of shots. And don't get it twisted. In order for anybody to do that and to deliver those counter shots, they're going to have to stand up to his power. You know what I'm saying? At points when Yigit tonight stood up to Rolando Romero, Rolando showed some bitter struggles. You know what I'm saying? And you just know it's a much better fighter, a higher level fighter. It'll just get ugly in there for Rolly. You know what I'm saying? And so he wants Tank. Yo, he calling out Tank. You know what I'm saying? He gonna walk around with his new shirts looking like The Rock with his shades on, talking that talk. You know what I'm saying? Rolly got to talk that talk. That's just who he is. Ain't nobody gonna embrace him as this top boxer. He's still young. You know what I'm saying? He really is still young, and he still got a lot in his career, but he got to embrace who he is. If he gonna be the villain, be the villain. You know what I'm saying? Be a badass. You dig? This was a dirty ass win tonight. It was a filthy ass win tonight. Ain't nothing fundamentally, ain't nothing really great to say about Rolly in this fight tonight. He got it done, but he got it done in a dirty ass way. You know what I'm saying? Filthy ass way, but that's Rolly Romero. Let's see if he embraced this role, man. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Share, rock those bells. I'll see y'all real soon on the live stream, man. And to the next video, man. Peace out.